Wow, you guys, what's up? I love Mark the Messenger. He be getting on my nerves sometimes. But most of the time, he's a teacher basically. He is a teacher that teaches the Bible and teaches about spirituality, spiritual warfare. Like, he really know his stuff. And God put him on my path a couple months ago. And even he helps me. In the video yesterday, he did signs of the evil woman, the ungodly woman. And today, this video is 9 signs of an evil man. This 9 signs of an ungodly man. And you guys gotta go watch this video. I say this all the time. Like, a man like this, you don't get respect. And this makes me realize why it didn't work with me and my kid dad. Both of them. You know, and now that I'm on this walk with God and I'm on this journey and I talk about God, anybody who you talk to God about and that irritates them kind of, and it makes them make faces, or it makes them say little things, little jabs, those are people that you want to get rid of on this journey. Because they'll have you trying to straddle the fence. And if you can't be true to who you are during this season, you can't be around them people. They said, Donnie, turn it down while I'm doing my video. You can't be around those type of people, because they'll try to derail you and get you back onto the other side when God has you on a narrow path in your life. If you're not 10 toes down in your walk on the narrow path of God, these ungodly folks, these people that are still of the world, they'll try to stray you back onto that path with them. Like, and I sent this to my baby daddy. I just sent this video to him. He got mad and called. He said, I'm not evil. I said, you didn't even watch the video. You need to watch the video. It's not saying that you're evil, but you have a spirit on you, just like I have that spirit on me. I still have some of my spirit on me, because watching his video about the ungodly woman, and the thing is, when you real, you can take it. When you real, you can take it. Like, what did Mark say in the video earlier? I mean, yesterday, the one about the women that he did about the ungodly woman, is if she doesn't, it was something like if she don't lead, listen to her man lead, her husband lead, or something like that. And it's true, because I have a true problem with listening to anybody's leadership who don't show that they're a good leader. One thing about it, with my first BD, I used to listen to him. I submitted fully onto him because I trusted him. For me, I have to trust you. I have to see by your fruit. You know a man by his fruit. And if I don't see the fruit that you produce, if I see that you're not good at making decisions, if I see that it doesn't allow me to rest in my femininity, because I can't be safe with you, I can't trust you to lead me. You'll lead me down a rabbit hole. You'll lead me right in a ditch. I can't trust you to do that. So for me, I have to trust the person. And now that I'm in this aspect of life, now that I'm on the other side, I can't put my faith, my trust in no man. I can't let no man lead me who don't believe in God, who don't have a prayer life with God, like he says here. Y'all gotta go watch this video. His name is Mark the Messenger. Everybody needs to be watching Mark. Like, he blew up so quick. When I first started watching him a couple months ago, he was only like 20-something thousand subscribers. This man is now almost at 400K. But he be speaking it. And that's why God is pushing him to the forefront in these last days, so he can reveal a lot of the stuff that's going on out here. But the 9 signs, he says he has no prayer life. He hates biblical reproach. He hates, he always justifies his sins. He won't lead his own family. He won't provide for his own family, his own household. He's close friends with ungodly people. He has a form of, I can't see his back in the way with that one. He has no self-control. He hates God's preachers. Anybody who's like that, and that's male or female, because that's the Ahab and Jezebel spirit. Like, he got a bunch of good videos, especially if you're a guy watching this. You need to watch Mark the Messenger. If you really want to change your life, and trust you me, the only way to truly change your life is to let God in. Because it does not matter about money and success and all of that. Because what should it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? What should it profit a man to get all this money and your soul is tainted, trash? You lost your soul in the process of trying to get a bunch of money. You know, and that's what I even say about my second BD. I'm like, the way you talk, it's just like you're so lustful and you worried about females too much. You worried about this. It's like, have you not even learned your lesson with dealing with me? I was your Jezebel. He's Ahab. I can easily get you to do whatever, especially anything sexual. You're too easy. Too easy. You want me to lead like Jezebel. Jezebel was leading. You haven't even learned nothing from dealing with me. After dealing with me, that should have changed your whole mindset. I would have been like, I ain't never with no girls like that. You still chasing after girls about a look and about this. You still worried about all the wrong things. When look at what happened. Your baby mom took your daughter away. Your Jezebel girl that you got pregnant. Because I told y'all I was a Jezebel. And even still, some of that spirit, like I just told, some of that spirit is still on me because I have not fully let up control when it comes to other humans. With God, yes. Because I'm not trying to control my narrative. I'm not trying to control my life. I'm just letting him lead me. I'm letting God lead me. But when it comes to a man, no, I don't trust these men to lead me. No. Yes, I still want to be in control. I see it within how I am with my kids' dads. I'm the one in control. These are my kids. It's my way or the highway. I still have that spirit on me because I don't trust their leadership. I don't trust their leadership. They don't show great leadership skills. And that's what I said in the other video I did earlier today, is you can tell a man by his fruit. They always want to blame black women and single mothers and all of this for why the black race is distraught like it is and messed up like it is. But if the men are supposed to be the leaders, why are the women getting so much of blame? If you guys are the leaders, if you guys are the head, it goes to show that there's a lack in leadership. You guys are not having great leadership skills. Because we're a reflection of you. Woman came from man. We're the rib. We're Adam's rib. So if we are acting like this, we're such these Jezebels, the girls selling their bodies and doing all. We are a reflection of the men. We're a product of what the men has done to us. We're a product of that. Don't want to be claiming that you're the leader and you're the head honcho and you're this and that when it's beneficial for you. Claim it the whole way out. You know? And you can tell a man by his fruit. That's what you judge a man, by his fruit. What is his kids doing? What is his family doing? I don't even really want to put that business out there. But it's just, when I look at even certain, and people always want to act like, oh, two-parent households just automatically produce great children. Oh, it's just black people that's messing up the whole world. Who's our leader? Who's the one that's in charge now? Look at his son. Look at Biden's son. Doesn't he have a drug addict son? Don't he have 40 children? And him and his wife been together for how long? Look at the way the country is operating because of their leadership. It's about the leader. It doesn't matter if it's two household, none of that stuff. It matters of the quality of those people in charge. Doesn't matter about just having any old one, because a Jezebel and an Ahab together, look at how their kids is going to turn out to be. Weak too. My own, this one, it's my oldest daughter, her family, people that's connected to her, for real. To see that they have a two-parent household. Granted, y'all got two girls. They had two girls who both had kids under the age of 21. They got a daughter that just had her first baby. She's 16 or 17. She just turned 17. Oh, Lord. She always got to wake up when I'm doing my video. Lay her down and pat her back. Lay her down. Lay her down. Yeah, lay her down. And it's like, you have a dad in the home. It's a dad in the home, but the mama's a Jezebel. She is a Jezebel. His wife, Jezebel, and he's Ahab. She runs the street, cheating on him, doing all of this stuff. He don't have good leadership in his home. And it shows through the wife. It shows through the children. The stuff that the children out here getting into. This is why Mark be keeping it a buck when he say that. And when he says the stuff that he says about the men and the women. You know, and if it convicts your spirit when you listen to some of these things, if it convicts your spirit, it just goes to show that there's something that you need to work on. If it offends you, that means it's something that you need to work on. I don't get offended by the stuff he said because I know who I am. I know that, yes, it's hard for me to listen to somebody else lead when I've been leading myself my whole entire life. It's hard for me to listen to another person lead who's showing that they don't even have good leadership skills because of the fruit from their own life. You don't got even nearly as much blockages as me, and you ain't doing nothing. So why do I want to listen to you? Why do I want to listen to a man who's a mama's boy who got to run to his mama for a decision about everything? He can't make his own decisions without running to mama. I don't want to listen to no man like that who don't want to do nothing for himself without outside of his mama's, what mama got to say. No, I need a man that's truly going to lead. You're not looking to what your mama got to say about everything for you to make your next steps. You got to go to mama before you decide to make a next step. I want a man that goes to God. The hierarchy is God, Christ, man, woman, children. You need to go to Christ, go to God. That's what you need to go to. Not going to your friends, going to your mama, going to this person. You need to go to God. And that's why, even with my second, with her dad, I'm like, bruh, for me, I crave safety. And that's why it'll never work, because a dude like you don't know how to lead. I will never feel safe with you when I always got to be the one responsible for all the decisions. I don't want to have to make all the decisions. But I want to trust that the decisions you make, I can trust you to make decisions. But by the fruit of your life, you don't make great decisions. And not to say that we don't fall short, because yes, our men are going to fall short sometimes. They're not going to always make the best decision. In an interim, you might think you're making the best decision, because even me, I haven't always made the best decisions. But I know overall, I have great decision-making skills. Maybe not when it comes to relationships and things like that. But when it comes to leading myself, when it comes to structure, when it comes to that type of survival out here, I'm going to survive. I'm going to survive. No matter how many times I fall, I'm going to get back up. But it was this comment in here that about this. It was this one guy comment. That's what I really wanted to I wanted to talk about. Yeah, you will feel convicted. God will convict your little spirit. He will definitely convict you. And it's not easy. It's not easy on this. Like, this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, to give up the control, to if I wasn't giving up control to God, I would not even be in this dang on shelter right now. Because I would have stayed my black tail right up in Maryland, in my apartment, hustling like I was. But I had to give up that control. That's why I was like, sometimes I get mad and be feeling like, dang, you messed up by moving, because now look at the situation. But I know if it wasn't for all of this stuff that I have went through during this transition of me moving to Texas and falling like I've fallen, I would not have came into reality. I wouldn't have tapped into my spirituality to the sense that I am now. I wouldn't have this understanding. I would still be doing worldly things. I would still be entertaining clowns. I would still be doing a bunch of that stuff. I still sin, because I be cussing. But, you know, I would still be doing a lot of the old things I used to do. And I don't do a lot of those things anymore. I don't dress the same anymore. I don't smoke anymore. I don't have sex anymore. Like, you know, not to say that things don't, like the devil was trying to get to me earlier. You know, reflecting on just fantasies and stuff. Like the devil will try to get to you. The devil tries to get to us all, and that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to read this comment that this guy had posted. Let me see if I can find it again. Here it is right here. It says, as a man, I feel guilty. I'm divorced. Both me and my ex-wife didn't pray. The demons were attacking us hard. After the divorce, I found a new job, got good money, and everything was good. I was providing for my daughter, and my plan was moving back to the city where my daughter was born. I saved money for 4 years, didn't send her anything. Then I started to tell everybody about my plans about moving back there. I even had the money to buy me a house. Then the demons started attacking me. Then I got to my old ways. Now I'm struggling with alcohol, coke, and gambling habits. I'm an ex-con as well. I lost all my savings. I was very close to fulfill my plans. Even my own household attacked me. Now I know to keep my mouth shut, and now I know the enemy is members of the household. Greetings from a black brother in Scandinavia. Please pray for me. And that's exactly who it is. The enemy will use the members of your own house. That's biblical. Your own enemies is in your own house. And the closer you get on this path of God, the closer you get. The more you trying to climb and become that better person, the enemy is after you because he don't want you to surrender to God. He don't want you to walk that straight and narrow path with God. He wants you doing the worldly things, sinning, doing all the things of the Satan's kingdom. He wants you on that side. He don't want you truly walking into your calling. He don't want you on the narrow path doing the right things. Look how good this guy was doing. He was doing amazing. Then the demons got to him, and now you're struggling with alcohol, coke, gambling habits. You've been an ex-con, and look how far you had came. Look how far he had came. Some great comment here say, you can overcome this. You can overcome any of your addictions. You can overcome anything. It's not going to be easy. Nobody is saying it's going to be easy, but you have to put the constant effort in every day. And you have to put your armor of God on. Let me read y'all a verse. Ephesians. Let's find Ephesians. Boom, here we go. Ephesians chapter 6. Verses 10 through 20. Verse 11. Put on the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that you may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. Stand therefore, having your loins girt about with truth, and having on the breastplate of righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. Above all, take the shield of faith, wherewith ye shall be able to quench all the fiery darts of the wicked. And take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the word of God. Praying always with all prayer and supplication in the Spirit, and watching thereunto with all perseverance and supplication for all saints, and for me, that utterance may be given to me, that I may open my mouth boldly to make known the mystery of the gospel, for which I am an ambassador in bonds, that therein I may speak boldly as I ought to speak. This is the King James Version. It might be a little confusing, but overall, you have to keep your armor of God on. Your armor of God is your bulletproof vest. Your armor of God is your word. Is knowing God's word. Is knowing what's of God, what's his likeness, and what's not. You have to keep your bulletproof vest on. You have to stay prayed up. Your bulletproof vest is staying prayed up every day. You cannot lack. You have. What was his number one thing he said on here in this video? That's why y'all gotta go watch the video. The number one thing is the signs. It's having no prayer life. When you have no prayer life, you're easily letting the devil get to you. Because one thing about it is, if you don't pray to God, if you don't commune with God, by default, you're easily able to let the devil in. If you don't believe in God, by default, you believe in the devil. Because those are the two forces. And the devil, like in the book of Job, he's wandering to and fro, seeking who he can destroy. He's seeking you out, especially when you're on the narrow path, especially when you're trying to do right by God. He's intentionally seeking you out, Because he don't want you to do that. He's after your soul. He's after your soul. That's why you got to stay prayed up. And it ain't about talking in tongues all the time. It ain't about this having this holier than thou type of prayer life. It's communication. I told y'all how I started my relationship with God through talking. I didn't even know. I didn't even know what I was doing. I did not know. I wasn't seeking out God. I didn't know I was seeking him out. I did not know. I used to talk to myself all the time. I talked to myself. But I was not talking to myself this whole time like I thought I was. People will look at me crazy because I be talking to myself. People be looking. I remember at the UPS store one day, the lady was like, "Are you talking to yourself?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, she was like, "I do that too." Yeah, I'm not even talking to myself. I'm talking to God. This is before I even knew that I was talking to God, though. I used to just talk out loud. Even when I'm going, no matter what I'm going through in my life, I talk out loud. I don't keep my thoughts and my words inside of here. I let it out. You got to let it out. All that holding it all in, God wants to, he wants to know about it. The good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent. He wants to know. He already knows anyway, but he wants you to be bold. As bold as we be thinking we is. We swear we that. Especially these guys out here who swear like my baby daddy. You swear you that nigga. But you can't even be real with God about the real stuff. You holding in secrets like he don't already know. Like he ain't see what happened anyway. You want to act like you this and that. When he knows the real you, he know you. He know you. He waiting on you to come forth. Just like your mama and them will tell you, I knew what you had did. I knew it. But I was waiting for just like how some people who, you know, you in the closet or whatever, you ain't told your family that, you know, about your sexuality. And a lot of times they already in peep game. They know. They just waiting for you to come on out. They waiting for you to come on out the closet and tell them. They know what you done did. They know what you done did. They even know, like, they know. They waiting for you to come on out and tell them. That's the same way with God. He know you. And you ain't got to talk all like that. I was talking regular, like I'm talking to y'all. This is how me and God talk. I don't do all of that church stuff that... No, me and God talk like this. I talk to God like this, the same way I talk to y'all. I talk to him I'm real with him. Like, it's real. He about real relationship. He know you. He not judging you. He not judging you. That's the way you stay prayed up and connected with God. You have to talk to him. Prayer is words. That's it. It's words. The power of the words. And you can't just pray just for when you want something. That's why y'all gotta go watch Mark's video, because I'll be talking about this, but Mark said it. He just said it in this video. The ungodly people, they only pray, I love you too, baby. They don't have a real prayer life. They only pray when something going wrong and when they want to use God. God don't like to be used. How would you feel if you hate when people use you and they only come to you when you want something? Treating him like he a genie, like he supposed to just, I want this now, let me fake have a relationship, let me fake talk to God, let me fake pray. You can't use God. You don't want to be used. God don't either. He wants you to really love him, really know that he real. Never turn your back on him. Rely on him the same way you rely on your parents. He wants you to put him first like you put everybody else first in your family and your friends and your friend group. The way you put your cell phone first thing you do, wake up in the morning, you grab your phone. He wants you to grab hold of him first thing you wake up in the morning. Talk to him first thing you wake up. Thank him for even waking you up to even touch that goofy phone we be having. They be getting us into a bunch of stuff. Them phones that get you into a bunch of trouble. You quick to grab that thing. He want us to do that. And that's the only way you're going to stay locked in. The devil, that's why I say the devil is hating me right now. Because he cannot mess with me. That's why he try to do the stuff like send the little sicknesses, send the little illnesses. Oh, let me do this. Try to mess with me with the food. Because he know my battle with food. He will get to you through anyway. through any way. He will zap into your own family member's soul because they be allowing him to use him. They easy targets because they weak. He only get in where you weak at. They done sold their souls to him long time ago, not even knowing it. I'm going to do some more unknowingly. Unknowingly. So many things that we do, we don't even know that we're unknowingly giving in to Satan. Because when we doing these sins, that is stuff of Satan. We're unknowingly letting him in. Telling our secrets and our plans to the people you think your friends and your family. That's why I said that one of them other videos, you don't tell nobody your plans. Not your mama, not your daddy. If your husband ain't tapped in like God, if your wife ain't tapped in with God, if they ain't on that page with you, you don't even tell them. Because there's so many people that are wedlocked, but not in a true marriage. They're just wedlocked. They're just there together, husband and wife, living together, don't know each other, don't have a real relationship with each other. They just there. Because they say that having a two-parent household for our children is better. They're just there. No type of bond between them. He don't know what she be having going on. He don't know what she got going on. He don't know what's going on with the kids. He just there. He come there just to sleep. Come there to change, take a shower, and go back hit the streets. Come there for his place of rest. Look how during the pandemic, so many marriages, because a lot of times you so distracted by the things of the world, you don't realize that you don't even really like your partner until you're forced to be in the house with them. Because any other time I can just go out to the bar, I can go to the club, I can go out to eat, I can go hang with my friends, just so I don't gotta be in the house with this fool. Like, to see so many of us have been in those situations and are in them situations. You think a person like that you're supposed to be telling your plans to, they don't even really want you. They don't even really like you. They don't want to see you succeed like that because they so busy letting the devil use them. You can't be telling that man your plans. You can't be telling that girl your plans. She want to see you fail. Because it ain't just these men. A lot of men had Jezebel wives. Look at my BD. You got a Jezebel pregnant and you wonder why now your daughter not with you. Why you ain't been able to see your daughter in months. Why she done moved away with your daughter. Because you got a Jezebel pregnant. That's what you shouldn't have done. You're stupid. You let a Jezebel play you like that. And I'm about to actually watch a Mark video about this red pill because one of my other prophetic word girls was talking about this red pill. I keep seeing people talk about this red pill community, blue pill. I don't know what that's about, but I'm about to learn about it. But these guys be trying to run game. One thing about when you're dealing with a Jezebel, it's chestnut checkers too. They weak. They be acting like these men, they're weak. It's so easy to get to them. It's so easy. It's so easy to devour these kinds of men. These Ahab types of men. These men actually be having both spirits, the Jezebel and the Ahab. They want to control, but in the same capacity that you weak too. You got more of the Ahab than the Jezebel. That's how I feel with me and my baby daddy. He's Ahab, I'm Jezebel. I can get him to do anything right now. I bet you right now. I'm not going to do it because I'm a different person now. He's weak in these. I could get him to do some wild, raunchy stuff right now if I wanted to. Because he green like that. But he swear that I'm green, but you green. You can manipulate a little bit, but I can manipulate you very well too. And you get to send in stuff. I'll have you right over there about to jump through the phone. Like, it's not funny, but it just goes to show the spirit. The spirit that's on folks. Like, but you gotta keep your armor of God on. You gotta fast. You have to fast from them very things. Go without, try to go one step at a time, just like this guy. He said he's struggling with the alcohol. Okay, try go one day without the alcohol. Okay, you made it through one day. Pray to God. Ask God to help you. God, when you wake up in the morning, that's what I woke up this morning saying. God, give me the strength to control what I put in my mouth today. Because yesterday, I got sucked in. The devil got to me yesterday. Making me feel unworthy yesterday. Because I was upset just about my circumstance. You know, even though I know what I know. Yesterday, he got into my head making me feel like, oh, look at you. This, that, and that. Like, he got into me yesterday. But, sir, today I'm back kicking tail. I'm back kicking tail. Who must smoke is free. You got to stay prayed up every day, consistently throughout the day. This thing is not a game. Not a game. You can't just go run to the church on Sunday. You can't just pray one day out the week and think that that's going to cover you for the whole week. No. You got to keep your armor of God on. That's your bulletproof vest. The same way these rappers go out here, they got their bulletproof vest on all the time because they live in these fast lives. They don't know who the ops is plotting on them at this given time. They don't know who on who team. They got to keep their cars bulletproof because they never safe. They don't even taking no chances because one day I might go without the bulletproof vest. I might forget it rushing. So I at least got to have my car bulletproof. It's like literally living in a bulletproof body. You got to stay bulletproof. And the way to do that is to stay prayed up with God. Stay prayed up with God. Even when something not going your way, you got to pray in God. You got to know that it's happening for you, not to you. You got to learn your scriptures. I'm still learning that too. But even without knowing the scripture, because I know and I know God's way, all I do is start saying praying to God, talking to God, rebuking. One thing about it is what? Yeah. You know, you got to stay. That's your armor of God. Staying prayed up and fasting to get closer with God. You must fast from those things. You got to, the stuff that's distracting you. Everything that's a distraction to you. Anything that holds your attention for too long. That's anything other than God. If your Bible ain't the thing that's holding your attention. If learning about God, if watching these videos like Mark's videos or any other prophetic word people videos that's of God. If you're not consuming that content, then it's a distraction. Even sometimes watching too much of this stuff can be a distraction from your actual relationship with God. Because that's what I had to learn in the beginning of my journey. I was always watching these people, prophetic words, and I wasn't getting into the Bible myself. I wasn't learning the word for myself. But I still used to talk to God all the time. Because that's what built me. I got the relationship with him first before I got to the Bible. Through talking to him. That's prayer. It's words. You don't have to know how to pray like the church folks. You just have to talk to him like you talk to your homegirl. Like you talk to your homeboys. Like you talk to whoever it is you confide in. Whoever it is you chat with, gossip with, all of that stuff. Talk to him like you talk to God. I mean, talk to God like you talk to them. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. That's your armor of God. That's your bulletproof vest. Fasting and prayer. Fasting is going to help you. The more you fast from those things that got your attention, those distractions, fast from social media. Fast from food. If food is a thing for you, that's why this year I've really been doing a lot of fasting, different types of fasting.
Come on.
Things that consume you so much, take a break from it. Show God that He's more important than those things. I need God more than I need food. I need God more than I need social media. I need God more than I need some weed. I need God more than I need the liquor. I need God more than I need all of these superficial things. I need God more than I need the drip. I need God more than I need hair. I can go with my hair looking a mess. I can go without all the fancy purses and all of that. I can go without that stuff. Yeah, I want it. I'm mad. That's what I was really mad about yesterday. I'm like, oh, it's cold outside. I'm out here walking to the store. But guess what? I got God. So even though I don't got my car right now, I'm mad about that sometimes. I only get mad for real when it's like times like yesterday. I'm like, it's cold. I got my baby out here in the cold. Like, just the way that's why the devil been trying to get with me, because he been the challenges that I've been facing lately, and it's making me be like, oh, I just wish I had my car again. I wish I would have never sold my car to move to Texas. It got me going back again. Like, I wish I would have just never came here. Like, sometimes I'd be like, I wish I would have just never got on this journey, even though I know what this journey has done for me. Still, sometimes the devil would try to get in and make me second guess everything, make me try to go against God. Got me questioning, like, do I really, man, I don't. Yesterday, I ain't gonna lie to you, I was really I was like, man, I don't even care. Do I really want to even keep talking to these people about this? Who cares? Like, man, you ain't gonna help nobody. You ain't gonna, and what, like, really doubting myself, really getting a doubt in myself, because the devil trying to get in my head all because I was weak. I was weak yesterday. Now, like I said, he gets in when you're weak. When you feel like you done lost it all. When you feel like you're going through a challenging time and you just, that's when he get in. I was so mad about my kids been sick all week. I just get them their first week in daycare and stuff, and they getting sick like this, and I gotta be on a bus in the cold with my kids, all of this stuff. It made me upset, and I'm like, man, for what? I gave up so much to deal with this. I gave up all my stuff. I sacrificed my stuff. Because the sacrifice, you give up something in hopes for something better. Same way them celebrities do. They sacrifice their mama and sacrifice this so they can get this fame and success and get higher levels in their rankings. With God, you got to sacrifice too. I gave up that stuff in hopes that I'm going to get better things than I had before. That's the true reason why I even left Maryland and why I gave up all my stuff, because I'm like, okay, I'm going to get blessed. I'm going to get more stuff. I'm going to get blessed. But during the process, I had to learn so many things that was way more important than those materialistic things that I'm up here dwelling over. I had to truly get the spirit right and still working on it. This is something that you're going to work on every day for the rest of your life. This ain't no short-lived thing. This ain't no thing that's just going to change overnight. This is something you got to work forever towards. Work every day on. You got to feed your soul every day. The way you feed your belly with food every day, you got to feed your soul every day with the words of wisdom, with the God's knowledge, with the word of God. You got to do that stuff every day. Because the one day that you don't, the devil will try to seep in that day. The devil will try to seep in. You cannot, that is your armor of God. It's your relationship with God. Prayer, fasting from the things that are not of him. Fasting from things, even things, yes, he wants us to have food. He wants us to have food, of course. He know we need food. But he want to see, if you idolizing food so much, because that's a big thing for me. I love food. Like, I love food. Food is a coping mechanism for me. A lot of us cope with food. When you're feeling down, depressed, you eat. Just eat. Oh, I just want to eat every dang on thing. And he wants you to fast from those things. Anything that you feel like you can't live without, and you struggling like, do I want to go without this, or do I want to go without God? Like, if you got to feel like, if you had to pick a thing, would you rather go without your food, or would you rather go without God? But understand, if you say that I'd rather go without God, if you want to go without God because you love food so much and you feel like you just need food to thrive, and you don't trust in God that God will provide for you and close up your belly, he'll close it up so that you won't even be hungry. He'll do it. So you got to choose God over the food. He'll help you. He'll close it up and make them growls go away that your tummy going through. He'll do it. And the more you start going without something, the more you realize, I don't need it like I thought I did. Like, what time is it? It's 2:28. Haven't ate today. Like I told y'all in one of the other videos, I'm really just trying to, I'm really just practicing because I want to get to a point where I can do like how they do during Ramadan, where they don't eat from sun up to sundown for 30 days, similar to how Jesus did. You fasted for 40 days. I want to practice that. I want to really get disciplined. This stuff is about discipline. Discipline is key. You know, because if you say, I want to choose the food over God, I just need food. I need food. You choosing food, the devil even get in through your food. That's what they doing now. Poisoning our food, doing all this stuff to our food because we idolize food so much and we need food. We can't live without food. The same food that we love so much is killing us, giving us cancer and stuff. So we got to have discipline. I love all my sweets and stuff. I cannot wait for Thanksgiving so I can make this banana pudding, y'all. I can't wait. I've been itching for some banana pudding like a fiend, and I can't wait to just eat it all. So beforehand, you got to give up something though. I've been giving up so much since October and November. Since November started, I've been doing so many type of fasting and things like that because I want to show God I want to give up something for something greater. I want my banana pudding, so let me give up this stuff. Even though I had some purees, I've been snacking on like some sweets and stuff. But I'm much better than I used to be. And this is a constant fight. This is something that you got to work towards to discipline yourself, to make it a lifestyle. Not just make it a little trend that you're doing for right now. You have to make these things a lifestyle. But, more so, that's what it is. Through fasting and prayer, that's how you keep your armor of God on. That's how you stay level-headed. Getting rid of the distractions. Them, like he said in the video, them ungodly friends, them friends that trying to convince you, come on, bro, come drink. Come smoke. Look what I got. I just bought a pound of this. Come do this. Look, bro. Look what I got. I got these shrooms. I got this. I got that. Come on, come gamble with me. And you know you on your last $100 or your last $20. And he convinced you, come on, bro. You know you could flip that. We done flipped it one time before. Come on, you know you could. And you know that's you need that $20 to put towards your rent for next month. But you take the chance. And then you go lose it. And then you might end up spending the rest of the rent money. Because you listening to these friends that's leading you off your narrow path. You got to stay on your narrow path. And even if you step outside of your path, you got to instantly repent and get back on. And ask God to keep you steady. This thing is hard. This is the hardest thing I ever done in my life. It's the hardest thing I ever done in my life. I gave up so much this year. Got rid of so many people, so many things. These distractions. These people that want to call while you in the middle of prayer, want to call while you in the middle of reading some good stuff that you need to read to feed your soul. They want to call and interrupt. You got to block them out. You don't owe them people nothing. You ain't got to answer the phone for them people when you busy doing this. When you done doing your God duties, when you done with that, and if they can't join in with you, they should be able to join in with you. If you can't pray with them friends, if you can't truly even trust them friends, if they sneak dissing you, they doing all of this stuff, they diminishing your accomplishments, you got to get rid of them type of folks. You got to get rid of them. This is a lonely journey. Like they say it's lonely at the top. Nah, this is what truly being at the top is when you connected with God, when you really into your purpose, when you really on that narrow path as a chosen one. That's when it's really lonely at the top because you realize, dang, I might even got cut off my family. Got cut off. Like, it's really lonely here. Really lonely. Because the same very people who it was okay to gossip with you, it was okay when we was gossiping. They only could talk to you. Like my mom, I can only really talk to you when it's about gossiping. But now that I'm on this path and I'm learning God and I'm trying to bring you information that I'm learning, or I'm trying to talk to you about God, and now that I say the name God. I say that word and that name so much now. It irritates their darkness, me saying these things, because you didn't used to talk about God. Now all you want to do is talk about God. People like that, you can't deal with them. You got to keep them at bay. Even if you got kids with them. That's why I keep telling Goofy, like, yeah, I'm going to let you FaceTime her sometimes to see her. You know, I've unhardened my heart. God has allowed me to not harden my heart so much towards this dude. At the end of the day, it's still boundaries. It's still boundaries. And I'm going to purposely talk about God. I'm going to purposely do all these things because you turned away completely from God. You cursing God and mocking God because you mad that he took your child away. You don't take no accountability for nothing that has happened. That's ungodly. Like he talks about in this video. A person who could take no accountability, they blame everybody else for why their life the way it is. None of it's your fault. None of it's your fault, huh? That's why I sent him this video. And he was mad on FaceTime me and say, why would you send me this video? He was like, I'm not evil. I said, I didn't say you was evil. You have that spirit on you, though. You're not evil. I see the real you. I know the real you. But that spirit that's on you, bruh, you got to get it off you. You got to get it off you. The same way I still got spirits that I have to keep off me. It's still, we all have something on us. None of us is going to be perfect. None of us is going to be 100% free of sin because we're human. And it's so easy because on our weak days, we get weak. As soon as something starts going wrong, you get a little weak. And that's when the devil get right on there. He be like, gotcha. I can get it now. That's why you got to stay praying and keep your armor of God on. You know, when you feeling lonely, when you feel like you fighting this thing by yourself, and you feeling like, oh, I'm just over this. So many times you'll keep the enemy near you because you're afraid to be alone. So you'll keep the enemy around you, knowing that person ain't no good for you. You know that woman ain't no good for you. You know she keep cheating on you. She keep on stealing your money or vice versa. You know these people ain't good for you because it can go both ways. I've been the Jezebel. I know the power I have over my own baby dads. I know it. I know how I can become wicked to them. I have been wicked. And even still, releasing some of that spirit off me. Of ready to zap you and do these different control mechanisms and all of that. I know it. And this is why I speak on it because I know it. This is why I can spot it in other people because I'm that girl. I was that girl. And I still have some of those things on me. The control tactics. Like I do with him now. Don't keep calling me if you ain't trying to get right with God. And I do. I'm going to manipulate him to get right with God. That's what I'm going to keep on. If you don't change your life over, you ain't going to ever see your fucking daughter again. It's not right to do that, but shoot. I got to do something to get him with God because you got it in you. You got to stop trying to be mad and feel like God is the reason why your daughter has been taken away from you. And realize that he had to get you. He told me to leave and take my baby because he needs to get to you. This is why I now send him this guy videos because a lot of times these dudes don't want to hear it coming from us. You a woman, you beneath me. Y'all the weaker vessel. Y'all the lesser than. They look at us as lesser than, the weaker one. But they let these same weak ones have so much control over them and their whole livelihood. Y'all let these same women tear y'all down. Let these same women get to y'all. We're the weaker vessel. We don't hold that much power. But y'all let these same women get into y'all head. Be the reason that y'all move the way y'all move. But we're the weaker vessel. And this is why I'll send other guys who've been through this. I send these videos. So you don't got to just hear it come from me. Listen for it to come from another man. Listen to it. It ain't just coming from me. That's why I like to see men that's like this, who are smart and who learn from their mistakes so they can give back to the other guys that's still making those mistakes, so these men can stop acting like, oh, it's just the women saying all of this stuff. Oh, we don't want to hear what y'all got to say. They don't want to hear it come from us, but they'll listen to it come from another man. Sometimes they don't even want to hear it come from them. They call you simps. They probably call a guy like him a simp. But truthfully, y'all be the simps, because y'all get finessed y'all get finessed too by the Jezebels. Strong men don't easily get finessed, and they ain't easily falling victim to lust from a female. Like, they can say no. They're not so pressed over sex. Sex doesn't run their life. A lot of these guys, though, sex runs their life. Take women away, they'll go crazy. That's why they'll get to go messing with the other guys, messing with the animals, like I feel like Adam was doing anyway. Wait till I do that video about it. I really want to know what y'all think about that. I'm gonna do a video on this, and I want to know what people think, like, because I'm really thinking that Adam was having sex with the animals. That's why God said, let me put this man to sleep and bring him a woman, because he keep messing with the animals. Because for real, men can't be alone. The things that a man does when he's alone, if he's not occupying himself with the right things and he's left alone, he'll get to doing some things he ain't supposed to do, like a lot of them do. But they be trying to make us feel like, you're gonna die alone. No, you the ones are gonna die alone. Y'all the ones need women. Women can thrive. We need each other. I'm not here to say that, but women can thrive by themselves. We don't have to. A lot of us can go without sex and be just fine. Just fine. A lot of us we'll be just fine. But these men, I even realized that when I look around, I'm like, most men are not going to just go out and buy a house. They're not going to take the next step in life if they don't have a woman behind them. Behind every successful man, 9 times out of 10, it was a woman behind them. Whether it was their ex-wife, whether it's their current wife, whether it's their female assistant, it's a woman that's backing them. It's a woman that's helped getting them to the next level. Like I always say, men is the head, but the woman, we that neck. And without the neck, that head ain't moving nowhere. You're going to be just stuck like this. Like this. Looking like that. But with the neck, it's going to give you some direction. It's going to give you some, yeah. It's going to help you see better. Okay? But, you know, we need our men to, we need our men to step up. We need them to stop falling victim to the Ponzi scheme that them people try to do to them. Y'all gotta go watch this video because he spoke nothing but facts. That's why he be so mad we sending him these videos. Like, but keep your armor of God on, male and female. Keep your armor of God on. Stay prayed up every day. Every day. That's why I say we got which religion actually stay prayed up every day. They pray all day, multiple times a day. That's why I say that's why I feel like that's what we really supposed to be practicing. The Islamic way. Who the only religion who fast and do the 30-day fast like similar to like Jesus? Them. They do Ramadan. You don't hear about no Christianity talking about fasting for 30 days and doing all of this like him, praying multiple times a day. You don't hear that? They take it serious over there. They take it serious. Like, that's why I even said when I first got with my second BD, he used to, because he would act like he Muslim or whatever. Y'all know how them dudes be. He act like he Muslim. And he used to be like, I ain't know my deen like I'm supposed to. I ain't know my deen. Yeah, because you're so distracted by everything else. And then you get with me, who at that time, I wasn't really like I am now about God. I was like, I was lukewarm. He was kind of lukewarm too. But you actually was better than me about it because you knew more about it than me. But you let me derail you and get you off your path when you were supposed to get me onto the right path. But because you got that Ahab spirit and I was Jezebel, you let me do whatever I wanted to do with you. But I guess because I wasn't listening to him either. And that's because you ain't show good leadership skills. You have to show that you're a good leader for someone to want to listen to you and follow you. Because we judge a man by his fruit. You trying to come in a woman's life and tell her all these things she need to do, but yet you're not leading by example. She need to see that you doing it. See, let me see that you doing these things so I can follow you. I don't want to just hear your words. I want to see that you, I want to see visual. A lot of us are visual creatures. We need to see it. Can't talk is cheap to me. Talk is cheap. Don't keep telling me this and that. I need to see it. Let me see you make some moves. Let me see you do it. Then I'll be okay with listening because I'll be like, okay, not only are you talking this, but you're doing it too. So now I can listen to you. And I see what you doing, I see how you've grown from doing that. Now I will want to listen to you. So that's my little spill, y'all. I'm about to upload this other video that I need to go ahead and upload. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Keep your armor of God on. Keep your Ephesians. Get you your little Bible. I mean, like I got my little scripture Bible. Get y'all little, write this down. Print this out. Ephesians chapter 6. Verses 10 through, what was it? 20. Put on the armor of God. Put on the armor of God. That's your bulletproof vest. Your bulletproof vest. I know the devil mad today. Devil, you already know. Come on now. You already know. You can't mess with the big one. The big one, not the little one. So let me stop y'all. But you got to. Like that guy in the video, I'm like, dang, he was doing so good. And like, then you don't let them people get in your head. When you know what you know, and God gave you a vision, it don't matter what these other people are saying. You stay 10 toes down working towards your vision. No matter what hiccups coming away, because when you're on this straight and narrow path, the devil is going to send so much your way. You're going to face so much spiritual warfare. It's a part of the process. Y'all know how much spiritual warfare I faced this year? Never in my life did I have all these hiccups in life. When I first got to Texas, I'm like, what the heck is going on? Before I even left, they was trying to kill me before I even left. I almost got into accidents before I left. Literally this close. The devil was doing everything to stop me. Using my mama, wouldn't let nobody help me. He used my best friend. He did everything. All they did was further show me that, yeah, I'm gone. Y'all ain't never really care about me in the first place. I'm out of here. Then once I got here, hey, leave my thing alone. Then once I got here, I'm like, dang, I ain't never crashed my car. Like, what? And I hit my car twice, the whole right side. I messed it up twice. I'm like, what's the deal? I don't do this. I said, this got to be spiritual warfare. My mirror barely even tapped the thing and it just crushed all off. I was like, what? It was real. And now I still deal with it. You know, but you got to keep your armor of God on. Now he just knows he tries to get in through certain ways. And that's why I got to keep my armor of God on at all times. I got to pray against those things. That's your armor of God. So, I'll see you on the next video. Deuces.